Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to our medieval prison tutorial, and this is going to be part 5, and what we're going to be working on today is the inside for this whole little building section, and then we should be able to finish this up within 6 parts. So on part number 6, I will be doing the underneath dungeon area. Let me just show you that really fast about like the size we're working with. So we got tons of room down here. I'm not sure how many stories I'm going to make it. It could possibly be one, could be more, but just make sure and dig yourself some space. And then if you want to now, you could probably fill in most of these walls with some stone or just some sort of material. It doesn't have to be too fancy, because we do want this area down here to be as ugly, not as ugly, but I mean, just kind of as gloomy and dark and nasty looking as possible. So before we get started with anything on the inside, I did, as you may have noticed, change up this front door. Before it was just one door, and it really did not fit at all. Didn't look fortified at all. Just overall it wasn't big or nothing fancy at all. So I switched it up and I made this little tiny archway. Let me just stand here so you guys can see it if you do want to build it. It is a 1 block gap away from the front door, and then on the middle I did this little kind of, what are they called? They're just like the big giant gates that just come straight down, and they're usually big giant iron bars, but I figured that the fences looked a little better in this one. And so if you want to, you can do this. Personally, I think it looks way better than just that small little door. Especially if you got like big, huge buff prisoners coming in here with a bunch of guards dragging them in. It's not really going to work if they're all trying to squeeze through one door. That could get messy. Someone might get shanked. But yeah, anyways, let me light this place up a little bit. We're going to try to keep it as dark, as gloomy as possible. So I'm going to attempt to stick with these little candles. And if you want to, in this texture pack, they are the redstone torches. But if you're in the default, I would recommend still kind of not using the regular torches just because of how much light it uses. So yeah, just try to use the redstone torches. I know they don't look as good, but I guess, yeah, it's just entirely up to you. But so anyways, I'm going to start by showing you kind of this half, and then we'll build the other one over on the right. So I'm pretty much just going to mirror this whole thing. Maybe we'll do a little bit of different stuff, but I'm only going to show you one side of this build for the interior just because it is pretty much the exact same thing. So I mean, there's no sense in showing you it twice. But anyways, I built these little cages. These you may have seen in the first video, and then these ones to the right are just some new ones that I added in. So to make these, what you're going to do is grab yourself some stone bricks, and just so you can light up and I can show you guys the area, what you're going to do is you can start on this far wall over here, place a 3 tall pillar 1 gap away from that, and then on the very top you can do 1 crossbeam like this, so it's a 1 by 3 with this thing kind of blocking up the top. And then the next step would be to skip 3 blocks to the left, place another, actually this would be a 4 tall pillar, and then do this little cross beam right here. And then if you'd like to, you can also place in 1 here, here, and 1 more right here while we're at it. And then you can do 1 more pillar of 4 going all the way up to the top. And this is going to break this into a few different little sections. And so what this one's going to be is just some stairs. In fact, we may not even need this block right there, so just go ahead and remove that. But these two will be little cages and whatnot, and these don't look that furnished, so I'm just going to show you how to furnish these ones up. Similar to this, we may add some different stuff, such as different carpets maybe. Maybe these can be wolf pelts. I probably should have mixed these two up a bit, but we got the candles and whatnot. And so, oh yeah, this. So we'll put that in, and before we start placing in any iron bars, what we're going to do is actually grab some cobblestone. And I'm going to be trying to use as much of this as possible within the build, just because it does look really prison-y. And to do this, you're just going to fill in the middle, just like this, and you'll have a 1 gap window in the middle, just so I guess the prisoners can converse a little bit, since these are sort of the less threatening prisoners. So they shouldn't really cause too much of a problem. And then, what did I do over there? Is that a... Trying to figure out what I did before the stairs. Is it a wall or just iron bars? Okay, it's iron bars. So we're going to just place these in. That way this prisoner still has like a little bit of a window, and this one to the left just kind of looks out into the open. And yeah, maybe these prisoners are, since they're not as bad, maybe they just stole some bread or something. Although I guess that is a pretty bad crime back in medieval times. But if they did just do something simple, maybe they're not going to be here long. Maybe just a overnight stay or something. But yeah, so to furnish this up, what I'm going to do is just grab some of these stone slabs, and then we can just place them. I guess we'll do 2 on the back like this, since that's where we do have the most room so far, and that's going to be their bed. Nothing comfy. In fact, we could try and make this a little cooler. So I'm going to be adding as much as possible. So what you're going to do is actually go to your decorations and grab some light gray carpet. Now hopefully if you are using this texture pack, which I would recommend, I mean, personally I like the default texture pack, but there's just so much more you can do with all this stuff. I mean, just look at these. They're little wolf pelts, and that looks freaking awesome. So if you are in this texture pack, or maybe another one that has something similar to this, definitely use these, but if you're not, it still should look fine. And yeah, so we got those down. Now we can also add some bear pelts, and those are just going to be the brown carpets. You can place those in, and we can just do 2 right in front of their beds, so that way, or maybe we could offset it. That might look kind of cool as well. So yeah, just something like that right there. And then we could give them, maybe this place could have a little cup. So if we just grab a flower pot, we'll grab this. Now there are certain blocks. There we go. So that one really looks like a glass of rum or something. So this place is done right here, this little cell block. So what we're going to do is grab the iron bars and just fill this whole thing over. And I mentioned before, although it looks like they can't really escape, which is it's a shame, it's definitely better than trying to do this. So let me show you. If we grab the iron door, this looks absolutely terrible. So, oh gosh, so ugly. They definitely need to fix that. I wish it would connect somehow. Even with the regular fences, it still looks bad with a wooden door or something. So just go ahead and fill this all in. I really do hope they add some sort of iron bar gate. That would just be really cool, because they do have a fence gate. And so, I mean, why not add one of those? So now to this one. We've already got the wolf pelt in, so we could, let's see. Yeah, we could go ahead and grab some brown carpet again. So let's do that really fast. And we'll place these in. I guess we can maybe not offset this one, and then we'll grab a candle just for some artificial lighting, and then place this in right here. And that should be good for this cell block. So now we are good enough to delete that. So as you can see, that really turned this area into a nice gloomy and dark area, which is something we're looking for in this build, because we do not want it to look too friendly. And so this prison cell is done except for this wall, so go ahead and fill this in as well. And then you may have noticed that over here we have these stairs going down, so we're going to place those in right now. I'm not going to go all the way down with the stairs just yet, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but we are going to kind of do these first flight of stairs that goes down against this pillar. So you're going to have the pillar like this, and let me just light this area up for you guys really fast so you can see. So this is the middle of the build right here. So if you place a block, and this will just be 2 blocks away from the back wall, and then so 2 back, and then this is the middle block, and then you can go 1 block to the right like this, and then do a pillar that goes up. And it should land right there, and it also, if you built it correctly, it should be kind of offset, so you can see these in the middle, and then these on the sides. And so the next step would be to grab some of these fences, and then from this one just branch off 3, and then on the back you're just going to place 2 down. And then what you can do is just delete all these all the way until you get to, I believe it's this block right here. Yeah, that should be right. And then you can just grab some of these, which you already had, some stone brick stairs, and work your way down. Also, we might as well just throw the rest of this pillar in while we're at it. So just drag this down as far as you can go. I'm not sure how far we're going to need it to go down in the end, but just do it as far as you'd like. So from here, we're going to grab these stairs and just bring them down all the way until we hit this pillar right here. And then we can place upside down stairs underneath them, even right here. Should look pretty good. And let's see. So we'll place that block in and then do 2 more on the very bottom. And that should be good for now. No need to go any farther since we're not really sure what we want to do in the end. So this should be good. I'm thinking about what we should add right here. This could be the front desk area, but then it kind of feels like whoever's working back here is kind of blocked in maybe. So, I guess it could be some sort of table, maybe for the guards to kind of sit at and just watch the area. That might be kind of cool. So if we did something like, let me see if I can find it, we could just do some oak wood stairs maybe, and just do some sort of design. So grab some oak wood stairs and then maybe even an oak wood slab. And what we're going to do with these is, I guess we could possibly start it right here. And to do this, we're just going to go 1 upside down stair right there. And then in the middle, we could do 1, 2, 3 maybe? Or should we just do 2? Let me see what this looks like. Yeah, that's a big ass table. So maybe if we try 2, how does that look? Not too bad. Not too good either. So, Let's try this. That's a bit smaller, a bit nicer to look at. What if we... I kind of want to move it one up. So if we do something like this, swap that, place this right here, and then one more upside down stair right there, and then yeah, that's a good spot. And then we can also grab some different color stairs. For this, I'm probably going to use the dark oak wood stairs, wherever they may be. Here they are. And so we'll throw these in. So we'll try to randomize it up as best as possible. Maybe just 2 on this side, and then 1 right there or something, and then 1 on the end. I don't know, something like that. Looks kind of cool. And then we'll just throw a candle wherever they... Oh, that's on redstone. Okay, so grab a candle, and then go ahead and put this in, I guess, the middle should be fine. That looks pretty cool. And that's just like a nice little dining area for the guards. And then what we're going to do is make a small little front desk really fast. And for this, I'm thinking about just doing maybe... We'll try to make this look as unique as possible. So do a oak wood block in the middle right here. Or actually, we could switch it up and do spruce wood. That could be cool. So spruce wood block. And by the way, this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, 4 blocks away. Or maybe we should just do... No, 4 blocks away should be good. From the gate, that is. And then we'll place these in, or at least one of them in right there. And then we could also do, we'll grab some spruce wood stairs, do them upside down on either side of that block. And is that good? I don't think that's good enough. We could also place in 1 more facing this way. Or we'll branch out 1 like this. And hopefully this looks good in the end. 1 more on this side, delete the middle 2, and then do a stair going down like that. So it removes that little small 1/4 of a block right there, and then we'll do 1 more block like this on either side, and then we can delete these. And there we go, we got a nice little big front desk right there, and that's looking pretty cool. Not too shabby. So we'll place this in, maybe a little check-in thing. And for those, I usually like to do, where are they? They are, it's a pressure plate. So gold should be fine, or since this is a more fortified build, I'd probably use the iron weighted pressure plate right there, and that looks somewhat cool. If you do have this texture pack and do have Optifine, and I believe you might need 1 more thing. Actually, no, you don't. Optifine should be enough, but or yeah, you need World Edit to kind of cycle through the blocks. There is a certain block where you can get a, I think it's like a notepad. It might just be the crafting table that could have it. Let me check it really quick. So decorations, crafting table. Oh yeah, sweet. That could be nice. So we'll place these in instead. Oh, I wish that one could look a little different. But it's still kind of cool. Yeah, that's definitely a more unique front desk. I like it. Plus it's got all these drawers. Yeah, definitely gotta go with that. If you are in default or a different texture pack, I'd still go with it just for a more unique look. Because I haven't really seen many people do this before. In fact, none. But yeah, we'll stick with that. And then, should we do a carpet back here? No, we'll go without a carpet. But, let's see. All the cells are done. One more thing we could try is adding these oak wood stairs in for a little tiny archway right here. And maybe 1 more on every pillar. Shouldn't look too bad. Kind of breaks up the build a little bit. And I'll do the same thing over on this side as well. So as you can see, I'm leaving this build really dark, and I'm doing that for a reason, just to keep it gloomy and dark looking. Because, I mean, if you're a prisoner, you don't want to be happy. I mean, you want to be, but the guards don't want you to be happy, so... that's our goal. It's just making this place kind of as gloomy as possible. Makes the people want to be good and get the hell out of here and not ever return. So, what should I show you next? Oh yeah, the stairs. So to grab these, or to do these, we're just gonna have to get some stone brick stairs, and then we also may need to fill in some walls. Oh no, we already got that. So we're gonna start the stairs a little bit out. So as you can see on that side, we did 2 stairs out. So we can start it here, then do an upside down stair, and we may actually need to do these before we get out of here. Or we could just delete the top. Actually, we can leave that block right there and then fill the rest of them in. So upside down stair here, here, we can get it there, there, and let's see if we can get out. And then place 1 more in if we can, so that one, and then we'll just fill the rest of these in. And just make sure you can actually get up. So if you run into something like this, just go ahead and delete it. And then you should be allowed access to the very top. And so this is the next floor. Let me just show you kind of the idea I had over here. So as soon as you walk up, instead of the rest of this thing being a bunch of prison cells, since we are going to have a shit ton of those down in the dungeon, I figured we made this little place for the guards to stay, just kind of a nice friendly area, and then maybe we could even have some weapon racks like this. I was thinking a kitchen right here, and then this could be like a little pantry. I'm going to remove this just so I can show you how to make it. But I was just kind of brainstorming, and then we've also got these pillars that I'll show you how to make. This will be a stairwell up to the top floor. Actually, this isn't even the top. This is a freaking huge build. We even have one more story. Not sure what the hell this is going to be. I'm probably going to save it for the next video just because I still have no idea. If I do think of anything while we're building this, these next two floors, I'll definitely make it up there, but I really have no idea. If you guys have an idea, I'd love to hear that down in the comments because I'm going to need it. But for now, we can just start by going over how to make this thing. So our first step would just be to make these stairs a little safer, and to do that we're just going to grab some fences and just kind of fill these in until we get to there, just so no one falls down. And then after that, oh, we need to add some of these candle lights just so this place isn't too dark, and just so I can show you how dark it does get. We can remove this. So I mean, pretty dark, and this is an area we don't want so evil looking. So to make it kind of brighter, we could grab, where are they? The item frames, a candle, and the last thing you'll need is a half slab of cobblestone. So make sure to grab that if you can, and we'll place in this item frame right there. Then actually a candle on the wall, like this. And then you can stick the cobblestone slab in the item frame, and just one click should put it in perfect, so it's like a nice little holster for the candle to sit in. And then I also did one on this wall just for even more light, and it turned out looking pretty good. Not too bright, but definitely not too dark. So we got that in. And then this area, we're going to turn this into a nice little place for the guards to stay. So I believe to do this, we're going to need to switch the floor. We're going to put in this little tiny roof, and let me fix this up really quick. And then we'll do some archways, chests, and some beds as well. So the materials you'll need are pretty much every single block of cobblestone, and also some regular stone, which we're going to use to just fill in the floor. And the reason I'm making this stone is just so it kind of breaks up the floor, makes it look like a whole new little room. And I don't know why, I just didn't really like the look of all this oak wood next to all the cobblestone. Looked kind of weird, but yeah. If you want to keep it, you definitely can. It's definitely a more friendly look, but I'm going to go without it. So our first step would be to grab some cobblestone walls, and we're going to start by making our little archway. So to do this, just do 2 up on either side right there, in there. And then you can do a cobblestone slab here, and then actually we'll switch these up and go stone stairs. So we'll place stone stair on top of that one and this, and then we can do a half slab on the top half of that stair, and then one right here, same on this side, and then that should be good. And then for the roof of this build, all I did was place in some slabs connecting all the way to here, same with this side. And then I think I removed both of those, and then I did one on this top half right there. And then, why does this look so different? I think I must have done something else up here as well. Nope, it is still kind of flat, but let's see. Oh, okay, I get it. You're going to need to do one more row of, I think it's like this. It just goes all the way across until you get to there. And that looks somewhat better. And then we also did some blocks like this. And yeah, there we go. That's looking much better. Let me just do one more double check because I feel like we might be missing one more thing. Actually, no, we did get it. So that should be good for there. And as you can see, I did a nice little roof design up here. So we're going to do that exact same thing on this side. So to build that, you're going to do one more line of cobblestone slabs. And this is going to be on the upper half block of that oak wood layer that we laid down before. And now you can grab some of these oak wood logs and just drag a cross beam all the way across. And so this is going to be one block up, and it's just going to go all the way across, starting from the second block over on both sides. And then let me just lighten this up so you guys can see a bit better. So we got this. So our next step is just to add 3 more layers of the cobblestone half slabs. So the first one is going to start on the upper half of this oak wood block. So we'll start here, just drag it all the way across. No need to get fancy. So just drag this one across as well, and then you can go up one more half of a block and just place this in. And honestly, there's not really much room to place anything up here. It's just, I really don't like building when there's not much room and there's all these slants. I guess you could turn it into some sort of a storage space, There's not really any way to get up there either, so it's just kind of overall a big problem. You could, though, you could remove that, place this in, make it look a little nicer. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we still have this on the other side, so we can leave that. I'm just going to make sure I remove the block over here as well, which I did not. Or did I? Nope. So I'm going to remove that and switch that up. And then both sides should be done on the roofing area, so we can remove this. And although you can't really see it that well on this side just because of how dark it is, it still looks a lot better than before with just a big open area with all those messy oak wood logs. So to make this area in here, what I did was just grab some beds and chests. So that's all you're going to need for this part. So grab those. Also, we're going to make one more candle right smack in the middle of this. So we can do that really fast. And to do that, like I said before, it's a candle item frame, and then you're going to stick the cobblestone slab in the item frame, and you shouldn't really have to turn it around any, unless you like it like that. That, to me, looks really weird, but I'm just going to leave it on the bottom. If you want to, like if you don't like how this matches up with the cobblestone wall behind it, you could try using just a regular stone slab if you'd like to, but personally I kind of like how it blends in. To make all these beds and stuff, you're going to do one on the back, then skip a block, one here in the middle, skip a block, and then one there. And if you did this correctly, you should end up with one more line of stone on the end. And that is where we're going to start placing our chests. So place one in there, here, and here. So you should have 3 beds and 3 chests in the end. And that should be good for right there. Now, to make these little fancy pillars you see over there, what you're going to do is grab some, wherever they may be, are they stone? Chiseled stone bricks? I think that's what they're called. Yeah. So grab those, and then on this oak wood log you see right here, just do 3 going straight up. Just like that. If you are in this texture pack, in fact, the default one might even change it up. I don't know. But it does do this little fancy thing where it's connected. I think that might actually just be with connected textures for this texture pack, but I'm not sure. So yeah, we're going to do that. Then grab some stone brick stairs and do one on the bottom facing upright and one on the top facing upside down. Same with on this side, just like that. And let me lighten up this place because it is getting dark. So we got all that, and then also I think I did something. Yeah, here we go. So this is going to make things look a lot better, at least from this side of the build. So what you're going to do is place one more set of stairs going up like this. And this just really fortifies up the build, definitely adds some support to the heavy roof that we have right there. So that is good. And now, oh, I switched this up to these oak wood logs. I just thought it looked better. And although it's 2 oak wood logs touching each other, which I really don't like the look of, it doesn't really matter since it is going to kind of cover it up. So no need to worry about that. And what was I going to build next? I think I'll save the stairwell for last. And for now, we could build this little pantry area. So what we're going to do for this is just skip 3 blocks, place this 3 tall pillar, and then connect it on this side. Do we even need to connect it? Yeah, we do. So we'll connect it on this side, actually both sides, and then do one more right there. And actually, yeah, don't connect them. Just do the pillars. I think it might look better in the end without it. So do something like that. And then you're going to grab your birchwood, fill in this 1x3 gap, fill in this whole 3x3 gap. And then right here, you're going to need to grab a birchwood stair, and we're going to place it upside down for a nice little slanted doorway. So grab that, place it in right here, and then grab a door. And then you got to come back here to actually place it in. That way you can get it on the back half of the block. Whereas if you placed it here, it would end up on the front, and you'd end up with this little gap up there, which honestly does not look that great. So just make sure it looks like this, and we will get to that in a second. One more thing I forgot is if you wanted to, you could make... Did I just do a weapon thing? Oh, no. So grab some fences, and if you are in 1.8, I recommend trying out the... What is it called? Is it an armor stand? I think it's that. It might only take out 1x1 space. I'm not sure. Definitely. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to see them yet because I haven't switched to 1.8. But I'm sure that would look a bit cooler than this. But you can just pretend this is a weapon rack if you aren't in 1.8. And then next to that, you could place in a chest just like this. And you could even do 2 on top of each other. It really doesn't look too bad. Although it's kind of derpy how they just float. And so, yeah, that should be all for this room. If you'd like to, you could add a carpet or something, maybe a big nice one. We could try the gray carpet. Not sure how that looks. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I really like this. Because as you can see, it's got like that nice brown outline that goes with the floor. And this gray goes with the cobblestone. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We could actually turn it into a 4x3, and I really like that look. And then over here, maybe we could just do some sort of table in the middle. Yeah, let's try that. Something similar to the one we had downstairs. So grab... Oh, and we can't have it the same material as the floor. So we're going to need to use... We could just use some spruce wood. Hopefully this looks good. So do an upside down one right there. Upside down one over here. And then in the middle, you can just grab a spruce wood half slab. And just place that in the middle on the upper half of the blocks, like this. And then for some chairs, you can grab... I think the dark oak wood stairs should look good again for seats. And then just do something like this, and then maybe one on the outside on both of them. And that's kind of cool. You could even, since there's room, you could just make this a big full table. And personally, I think that looks great. And then you can grab this candle and place that in the middle. And there you go. You got yourself a nice little fancy dining area for the guards, or whoever else decides to stay up here. So yeah, that's going to be it for... Oh, never mind. I was about to say that's going to be it for this floor, but we still got to do the kitchen and pantry. So for the kitchen... We're going to add some shelves up here really fast. And for those, what we need to do is find a material that we're going to stick with. And for this, I believe some spruce wood, or it should look good. So we'll grab some spruce wood full blocks, just place them in right there. We could also get a cobblestone... Yeah, cobblestone stairs. Where the hell are they? Come on, show yourselves. Okay, here they are. So cobblestone stairs, we'll smack that in right there, and then grab the cobblestone wall, stick it in here, and then what you're going to need to do is find the oven or furnace and place it in on the bottom. And this just kind of makes the look of, if you've ever seen those old-fashioned wood stoves, it kind of has that pipe that goes up to the roof and then feeds out. I'm not sure if we'll have a room to place a chimney on the top of this build, especially since this is kind of the front end. Let me show you really fast how bad it would look if we just had a chimney sticking up right here. It would just look kind of weird. I mean, you could do it, but not sure if people from the outside would be able to tell what it is. That is the only problem. And so for the rest of this, we could just use spruce wood on the bottom, and it shouldn't look too bad. And we could try a crafting table, maybe right here. That could be cool. Hopefully it ends up looking good. Yeah, I like how it has the drawers. That definitely looks cool. And then on most of these, we can just make them into cupboards and drawers. In fact, actually, I'll switch these into cupboards, and then these ones could be drawers. What does this look like? No, that looks terrible, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. So switch those back to some spruce wood blocks. We can put item frames on all of these, and then you can leave this one kind of plain how it is. And so to do this, what you're going to do is you're going to need to grab a sign and 2 more blocks, which would be the anvil and a stone slab. And that should be all you need. So for this, you're going to grab a stone slab, do 2 of them facing in towards each other over here, and that should be good. Actually, yeah, this should be good. We don't even need the anvil, I don't think. Just have them be cupboards like that, and that looks pretty cool. You could switch one of them up to be a drawer. In fact, you could do both of these bottom ones to be a drawer. But since we already have this crafting table with drawers, it kind of makes those look like shit. So just maybe don't do those. But our next step, if you are using this texture pack, or you could try a different one. I'm not sure if the default texture pack has knives or anything, but you could, if we can get to it. There we go. Some pots and pans. That looks really cool. And then we'll try to get some knives over here if we can get to them. Usually takes a while to get the one you want for some reason. We got lucky right there. For some reason it got it first try. But hopefully these knives will appear pretty quickly here. Come on now. 10 hours later, we'll still be looking for them. Where the hell are those little buggers? Come on. Where are the damn knives? All we need is some knives. Come on. Oh my gosh, guys, this is going to take forever. Okay, we'll do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, no knives. What if we place it? There! Oh my gosh, right where we don't want them. Knives appear. Come on, seriously? I know we can get him. Oh my gosh, give us the damn knives! Come on! I don't think it's gonna let us have them. Fuck, forget the knives. We don't want the knives. Gosh. We'll go with that stupid thing, whatever that. I think that's a door knocker. Oh my gosh. I can't get it. It's not gonna let me get them. Okay, so forget the freaking knives. We'll place some stuff in here. If you can, grab some hay bales and just toss these in randomly. And then, damn it, I really want those knives. So, yeah, as I was saying, grab the hay bales. And then the chests. You can throw some of these chests in wherever you want. What else was there? Oh, some cauldrons. That might be cool to place in here. So they should be on brewery. And then if you want these to look really cool, you could switch it to a water biome, and they'll turn into wooden boxes, which is really cool. So you can do that if you want. I'm not really entirely sure how to switch the biomes, but I know some people are really good at that. So, I mean, if you do know, make sure and let me know in the comments, because I'd like to do that. But let's see. So we got those in. We could try placing in a little pantry shelf. So maybe, or a pantry rack. So we could do this, and then grab our pictures, and hopefully get the... There they are. See, that works first try. And there's the knives. That looks really cool. Finally, we got the knives. Can we place them here? I am determined to get these little things. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, really? Okay, we're gonna go with those. Maybe it could be a recipe or something. But that's all we need for in here. So we can close this up. And I don't even want to look at you anymore. I just want the damn knives. So, for this thing right here, it's going to be the same on both sides. And how I did this was by grabbing, let's see. Oh, I think this needs to be switched to some of these. Like that. And then we can do, if you grab some of this oak wood, you can place one more diagonal to that. Like this. And then we'll do one block facing this way. And then, I don't know why we dropped them, but you're going to need to grab your birchwood planks again and do one more set of them, going 3 tall right here. In fact, you could only do 2 tall and then do a spruce wood block. Actually, save the spruce wood block because we got to have it going to the side. But anyways, do one more pillar like this, have a spruce wood block going this way. And now we can grab some of these stone brick stairs, and you also need a stone brick half slab. So grab both of those, do a stair right here facing out, half slab to the right of it. And then stairs right here going this way. I think that's how we did it. Yeah. And then one more half slab on top right there, and that should look pretty good. And yeah, that should be all we really need. So our next step is just going to be to place a spiral staircase in here. And we'll try to make it look as nice as possible. So there we go. We can grab these, do a pillar right in the middle that goes... I guess we'll just have it go all the way to the top. This could be our way of getting to the very tip top of the build. Not sure if it could work or not, but I mean, it would be cool if it did. So we will place that in there, and then we'll try to make this connect perfectly. So to do that, we'll probably need to go and grab some of this oak wood half slab, and then we'll place one right here to start off with. Then we'll just kind of work our way up, 1/2 block at a time. So let's see, one more on that level. Then we can do one here. And oh my gosh, it works out perfect. Wow. And hopefully if we place those in, we can still get down. Yes, we can. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. It almost makes up for us not being able to get the knives. Okay, so to make this thing safe, we're just going to go like this. Bring this over to here, and then drag these all the way over there. And that should make a nice little small staircase that doesn't really take up too much room. In fact, to make this area look a little better, we could just kind of block off these windows. Especially since all they look out at is the back wall, which is not a pretty sight. I mean, it looks cool, but from a roleplay perspective, I guess, it's not too impressive. So we got this. That's fine for now. If you want to, you can add some more storage by grabbing some chests and just throwing them in right here. Or you can just put it in a table right there and maybe add some greenery. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. So if we can find the crafting table, here we go. We'll just put that in right there, and then we'll grab a flower pot. Grab this, crouch so we can place it on top. There we go, and then we'll just use maybe some ferns. Nothing too colorful, but there we go. Got some ferns in right there. And then that should be good. So I mean, it adds some life to the build, but here we go. Oh shit, that is dark. You know what, I'm gonna switch it to a candle, because that's really what we need. And then maybe we could put a candle right here too. Definitely kind of brightens it up a bit. We may need some more of those picture frame candles around the build though, just to brighten it up even more. So grab your picture frame and also the cobblestone slab. So here we go, we got all the stuff we need. We can place one in... I kind of like how most of this is really dark, so maybe just one right here. Hopefully it doesn't brighten this place up too much. Oh wow, that's kind of weird. That is weird. It's like a creepy, one of those creepy pictures that moves. I bet. Here, let me show you this. This is what's really cool about this texture pack, is this zombie head. It's got worms that come out of its eyes. Eventually you'll see it pop out, I think. Maybe not in the picture frame, that would suck if it doesn't. Let me show you, I think this might work. Oh yeah, do you see the worm? Let me zoom in. I think it eats its own worm that comes out of it. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. It eats the worm that comes out of its eye. Nasty little zombie. Okay, so forget about that. We'll place in our cobblestone slab right there, and then we'll grab our candle and place it in like this, and that definitely brightens up just enough. So, our next step would be to... Oh, we could add one more carpet or something in here. Maybe a big table. Oh, we could also put in... If you've ever seen some kitchens, they got islands like this, so this could be a cool little effect. In fact, that looks even better. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I especially love the map right there. That is great. And then if you saw my fishing hut tutorial, you'd see that I had a... I think... Oh, it's actually on this piece of paper. If you want, you can place a... I think it's a cobblestone... Or place any random block right here. Let's see. Like this. Hopefully this will work. Just a short tutorial away from a tutorial. So, you can grab this and then do / wand, and I think it is 30:1. No. Oh! Drop that. / wand. And then... Crap. Maybe if we just do... I really forgot how to paste these in. I'm gonna have to look it up again. But maybe if we just do... I'm gonna try to just do this. Crap. You know what? Forget about it. That's not gonna work. I just totally spaced out. I don't know how to place this in. But I was gonna try to place a wine bottle in there. I think the block ID for that is 30:1 though. So if you are familiar with how to work that thing, I would recommend placing one of those in. But anyways, for this spot, I figured we might as well just make it a little bunk bed area for the guards. So to do that, we're going to go on this wall, skip 3 blocks, place a pillar going up, like this, and we could just have little rooms of 3. So one more like this. And then these little sections on the side could just be storage spaces. And we can just pretty much make it symmetrical on both sides. In fact, maybe just do one of these sides. Oh, let's make it the other one, because the stairs come up here, so we'll try to give it as much room as possible. So we can do one here, one here, remove this pillar, and that should be good. Now we'll grab some of these, fill in this wall right here, one more on the top like that, and then what else could we do? Something like this possibly. And then fill this whole wall in. And then to make the bunk beds, maybe we won't have that many, but I'll see what I can do with them. So we could try grabbing some spruce wood, grabbing these, maybe doing something like this. Hopefully that would look cool. Let's even bring it out one more. So it's like that. And then we can put one on the back end as well. And then maybe this back side has a ladder or something. Oh, in fact, if we're going to do a ladder, we'll make this a full block. Because I don't think you can place them on stairs. So we got this so far, and then what we're going to do is find our beds, and then we'll place these in. So, oh, and we need to also do... I think if we just place full blocks in like that, it should allow us to place them. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. So that's gonna do it for the bunk beds. At least the design for them. It looks kind of weird, but kind of cool. I think we'll leave it like that. So we're gonna place in these ladders, and then they should be done. So something like that. Maybe even a set of chests or crafting tables on the side, just so they have some workspace. We could do this something like that on the inside here as well. Maybe this is one of the guard rulers, or what would they be called? The sergeants or something? Commanders? I don't know. Some sort of leader. And we'll give him a little... What the heck was that? Something just hit my house. What the heck? Anyways, grab a candle. Yeah, I'm not even sure if you guys heard that or not, but grab a candle, place a stair in right here, just so he has a little seat. In fact, we'll place it on the back. Place it right there. So he's got some nice privacy. Then we can grab a door. Here we go. And maybe just leave it open, just so people can see in there for now. And then, yeah, that should be good for there. Also do a candle right here, just kind of brighten this place up since it isn't really nighttime yet. And we could also do one more bunk bed over here. So grab our full blocks, place them on this back row, then place in our ladder while we're at it, and then just place in... Oh, before we place in the bottom bed, we got to do this, just so it allows us to place the one on top. So there we go. That looks pretty cool. And then we can get some chests and place these in for storage. Where are they? Oh, they're on decoration. That's right. So we can grab some of these, and in fact, we'll just place them on this back wall, and then we could do some crafting tables. Let me grab them really fast. We can place those in there, and that looks pretty good. For this back wall, should we just put in bookshelves so they have something to do? Because, I mean, we got a bunch of beds downstairs. It's not like we need a whole freaking army in this prison. Because I'm sure we'll be making some sort of barracks pretty soon. So, yeah, bookshelves should be cool, just so they have something to do. Where are they? Oh, here they are. So yeah, on every 3 wide gap you have, just place in a bookshelf that goes... Is that better, or is going all the way up to the top better? I kind of like the one that goes all the way up. And then we could even do something like this in the middle. Little reading desk or something. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. Then maybe just a candle right there. And that should be good for that. And what else can we do in here? I'm thinking the more bookshelves, the better. They got their own little personal library in here or something. Yeah, that looks quite good. So I'll place in one carpet, and then that should be it. And yeah, that should be enough. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure in the comments, let me know what you want to see when we're done with this prison tutorial. I also need to kind of get some ideas, so if you guys have any, for what we're going to place up here. I would also love to hear your ideas and suggestions for the dungeon. I'm not really sure what I could do for like torture tools just yet. I got some ideas in mind, but I'd love to hear all yours, just so we can have a big giant variety of tools and just kind of scary stuff in here. So just want to thank you guys again for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.